Hi Virgo, welcome to Carol's Universe, tarot readings from the heart. So we're going to quickly do your week ahead reading. It's the 12th to the 18th of August 2019, okay, and we're doing the weekly check-in. So we're using two Barbara Moore decks. They're really good. One is illustrated by Julia Jeffrey and the other one is illustrated by Eugene Smith. This is the Tarot of the Hidden Realm. I had this months and I just didn't like it. I thought, I'm never using that. And then I just decided yesterday morning to use them for the week ahead, and they're phenomenal and they're accurate, really good. Also the Tarot in Wonderland again, Barbara Moore, amazing, and a new deck that I had come Friday, Ancestral Path Tarot by Julia Kuchia Watt, incredible, lovely deck. A spiritual advice, angel answers. That's your first reading. Your second reading, which we deal in the 15 card finance, other general energies, career, and also love. Everyday Enchantment Tarot by Poppy Palin. Tea Leaf Fortune cards, guidance, spiritual guidance for the week, and also in love. We use the Romance Angels for spiritual guidance in your work and in your finances, the Angels of Abundance. Okay, let's get on with the shuffling, guys. Okay, Virgo, cards down. Let's have a look. Who are you this week, Virgo? You are the Tower. Wow, incredible. You know, if you're the Tower, you can be all sorts of things. You can be angry. You can be emotionally or mentally unstable. But more than anything, this is somebody who's making a breakthrough. I do think that you guys are making a breakthrough this week with that Tower energy. I think there is because it's a very personal card for you and it's who you are. You are breaking away from a structure. I feel that there is an epiphany happening with Virgo this week. I think that there's an awakening as well. You're going through, it's not this is like, it could be that you suddenly wake up and you're like, wow, I get it. Wow, I understand it. Wow. There's an awakening here with the Tower this week. It's a major energy going in within you. There's a major shift occurring within Virgo this week. What is the theme of the week? It makes sense, doesn't it? The Ace of Swords. Seeing things clearly. There's insight happening. The theme for the week is all about change and insight. New ideas being initiated with the Ace of Swords energy. Clear communication. Can you see how the sword is in the clouds? It's cutting through the fog. It's cutting through the confusion. Can you see how the light is just on the horizon here? I was actually thinking about this combination about 7 hours ago. I was just thinking about the combination of the Tower and the Ace of Swords. And I just kept thinking about this is like a real kind of mental, epiphany. It's like this breakthrough. Because you guys are showing us the Tower. There's a major shift happening within Virgo. It's a time of kind of epiphany and awakening, and this is all to do with your head, your mind. The theme of the week is the Ace of Swords, so it's all about your insight. I think that you've never seen anything as clearly as you do now this week. It's like just in that quick turnaround second, Virgo, I get it. This is very much a spiritual awakening for you guys this week. The spiritual element of the Ace of Swords and the awakening element of the Tower. I think that you're going through a deep, deep spiritual awakening this week for a lot of you guys. And what is your goal for the week? The Ace of Coins is to start building a new foundation with the Ace of Coins. Because the Ace of Coins can mean many things. If you've got an Ace of Coins in the avoidance area, you've got to avoid being naive. Because when coins are planted, I had a client come to me and say, what would such and such do if I did such and such? And I got the Ace of Coins for this person. And I said, such and such. What they would do is they would act very naively. Because they were saying, well, how would such and such act if I did such and such? And I said, very naively. Because this is like just being planted. It's like a baby. It's like a seed that's just been planted. So it doesn't know anything. But that's if it's in a negative position, the avoidance. If this is a goal that you have, this is to start planting a new seed with the Ace of Coins, because the Ace of Coins is all about, and you've got two aces, so this is definitely around new beginnings. And also the Tower is the, the breaking away from a tradition, from a structure, from a prison, so that you can start rebuilding. And we've got the new beginning cards of the aces. So this is to build. The goal might be to indulge in a new venture. to build a new structure with this Ace of Coins energy, okay, to invest Ace of Coins, to plant a new seed, then watch and build it and watch it grow with the Ace of Coins energy. What is the obstacle that you need to overcome? An Ace of Pentacles. No, Ace of Pentacles, sorry. This is going to take hard work, and you're really going to need to apply yourself to it. This might also take some time, because it might be that you have to learn the skills to do this, because the Ace of Coins is all about learning. Alright? This is going to be an arduous task with that Ace of Coins, because Ace of Coins can sometimes be bang, 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 over, doing the same thing over and over again. And sometimes this is going to get really boring, because until you learn to master what you're doing, this is the process. It's the process with the Ace of Coins. So even though your goal is to, there's a major kind of this spiritual and mental epiphany going on with Virgo this week. And one of those things is to start planting something new. But this will be something that is material, and it will be literally something that you do with your hands. Because the obstacle you're going to need to overcome is that this is something that you're going to have to probably do over and over again with the Ace of Coins. What you're going to have to overcome is that this is going to be all trial and error, because the Ace of Coins is very repetitive energy. So as much as your goal is to start planting a new seed, whether this is, building a new venture or whatever it is, you're building something with this Ace of Coins. That's your goal. To invest, to build something for the future, something you can work on, something you can grow. The epiphany's there. I need to do this. I need to kind of build this new beginning. But this is something tangible. Maybe I need to, with the Ace of Coins energy, start investing in, I don't know, shares. Because I think an element of risk comes with this to a certain extent. Because you need to, avoid, overcome the obstacles, that this is an arduous task. And this is something you might need to do over and over and over again until you get it right, until you've mastered exactly the best way to do it and how you're going to do it. What could you be achieving in the week? Well, the Seven of Wands. Well, it's funny, interesting on this particular deck that the Seven of Wands are on her head and not below. Because usually this is like a crown of thorns. This reminds me of. I think that you need to embrace, when I look at this particular Seven of Wands, and I should really read books that come along. I've got loads of books that come along with all my tarot decks, but I don't know what it is. I just don't do it. I just like to look at the card and think intuitively and kind of visually, what does this say to me? This looks like she's got a crown of thorns on her head, and it might be that what you could be achieving this week is tenacity, for example, with that Seven of Wands. Because even though the obstacle is that this is something that you're going to have to do over and over and over again until you master the skill set, or until you master the strategy that it's going to take to accomplish whatever this Ace of Coins is, this is trial and error probably with this Ace of Coins energy. Because eights are about perfection as well. So you need to overcome the obstacle that it's going to be trial and error. This is something you're going to have to continuously work at until you actually master exactly how you're going to implant that seed and how you're going to get it to kind of be successful. But what you could achieve by the end of the week with the Seven of Wands, well, it's a crown, isn't it? It might be that you're achieving recognition. Seven of Wands is also recognition from others. It's an achievement, so it might be recognition. But the wands are on her head. They're branches. She's looking up. But I feel that what you're achieving at the end of the week is much more of an internal thing. Because this looks like a crown of thorns to me. And boy, who wants a crown of thorns? I'm just looking at the thorns on it. It just feels different, this Seven of Wands does. This is confidence to stand your ground with the Seven of Wands energy. It's confidence within the self. It's an awareness of your abilities and your tenacity. Because with the Seven of Wands, we're often being stretched by others. Whether it's people condemning what we do, or, whether it's having to stand our ground against somebody who's challenging us for our ideas. It might be that what you're accomplishing is the ability to stand your ground in the face of adversity. Maybe there are people that disagree with whatever you're doing here. What is it that you need to avoid? Knight of Pentacles. That's interesting. You've got, the Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Pentacles to me are very similar cards. Virgo. And actually that's you, isn't it? Because you're the Knight of Pentacles. This is your court card. I think that you need to avoid kind of going very slow with this thing. I think if you're going to be in it, be in it. You know, because the Knight of Coins is somebody who, I mean, the thing is, it's a good card because what happens is, and also, I'll tell you two things really. I don't think it's going slow with it because you've got the Eight of Coins. And the Eight of Coins says you need to overcome the obstacle, that this is going to be an arduous task with the Eight of Coins energy, Virgo. It's also, you need to overcome the obstacle that this is something you're going to need to do repetitively until you achieve mastership. You know, until you know exactly what strategy you need to use to plant that seed and to see that become successful. It's just like scientists who, you know, are looking for some form of a remedy for a terrible illness. It's always trial and error with that Eight of Coins. They have to do the same thing over and over and over again, but using different variants until they get the right balance. It's like temperance in a way. So it's not that with the Knight, it's not that version, because this is an arduous task, and Knight of Coins is about arduous energy. I think what you need to avoid is, it could be two things, because the Knight of Coins is number one, what's the word I'm looking for? Examination. Ruled by Virgo, Virgo Hermit. Virgos like to really look into things. They really like to examine stuff. And sometimes when we examine things a little bit too closely, that's when we can start to find fault with them. So maybe one of the things you need to avoid is really kind of examining stuff. If you want to do something, do it. But the only way that you're going to really examine whatever this thing is to pick holes in it. Probably because it's a very arduous task that's going to require a lot of your time and a lot of your dedication. And you're going to need to overcome the obstacle of that. I think Virgos are very dedicated. My mum was a Virgo. And she was really hard working. It might also be, though, that you need to avoid putting too much work into this as well, though, with the Knight of Coins energy. Because it might be that if you dedicate your time completely to this with the Knight of Coins energy, which it could be this version of what I'm saying, then it might be that you don't have enough time for your family, your friends, that type of thing. Becoming obsessive. The Knight of Coins, when he really wants something, he can become absolutely obsessed. So you might need to avoid becoming a worker, you know, a slave to the grind for it. Because I can see that you're going to have to overcome the obstacle of kind of just, you know, completely, fully committing and, you know, fully focusing on this, you know. And you need to avoid becoming completely obsessed and completely just focusing on the work and on the task and on, you know, reaching the goal, because it might be to the detriment of the people around you, Virgo. What do you need to embrace? Well, the Two of Coins, that you need to juggle other things, and that would make sense. It might be, I think it's two things. I think number one, you need to embrace that, you know, this is a juggling act. That there are certain things that you're going to have to do besides this. You can't just fully focus on this. You've got to focus on other things as well. Because the Two of Coins means to alternate. The Two of Coins, again, it might be that you need to embrace. And we spoke about kind of completely being focused on the task at hand. You might need to avoid doing that completely. And being 100% tunnel visioned with that Knight of Coins on the job. On accomplishment with this Knight of Coins, which he is also known for. And embrace with the Two of Coins energy the idea not only that you can balance many things with it, but also that you can have some fun. Two of Coins is all about having fun and being light-hearted. Okay. Two of Coins might also be something to do with money as well. So maybe you need to embrace, maybe there's something that you'll need to make some form of a transfer, or there's something about expenditure, because Two of Coins can be expenditure. You might need to embrace it. You're going to have to lay down some money for this as well, potentially, with that Two of Coins showing there. What is the, and finally, who is supporting you? Who can you go to for support? Well, the Hierophant, he looks like a great deal as well. Oh my God, this cat. I hate this version of the Hierophant. I really don't like that cat. If I saw that cat, I'd be out the door. It's horrible. But yeah, go to the cat. Some of you guys, I think especially if there's expenditure, maybe you can go to the government. Hierophants are governments, aren't they? I think if it's expenditure with the Two of Coins, what you need to, the support you can get, I think it's financial more than anything, from the Hierophant, the government. Maybe you can get some government funding showing here, especially if you need to embrace, you're going to have to spend some money on this, okay? Hierophants can also be educators, for example. people who can give you information as well. So if you need support, maybe you need some further information on how to go about things, go to that as well. What is the advice from the universe through these angel answers? Universe, Spirit, give me a coherent sentence for Virgo on this reading. What would you like to say to Virgo on this reading for the week? Ask your angels, it says. Okay. It's saying you are ready and the situation will improve. So ask your angels because you are ready and the situation will improve. Or it could be saying ask your angels because you're ready for the situation to improve. Okay. Meditation will bring answers. Okay. Let's move this up here. Meditation will bring answers. And there are helpful people, okay, in the near future. All right. Who could probably get you some information. So the universe is saying, Virgo, ask your angels because you are ready for the situation to improve. Meditation will bring answers, and helpful people in the near future, helpful people will give you more information. Okay. All right, we're going to quickly do your 15 card other energies, work, finance and love reading. Bear with me. Okay, Virgo, let's have a look at the other energies. What have we got here? We have a Queen of Wands. This is somebody who's quite inspirational. She's very active and she has a can-do attitude. Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups, lots of choices. Woman might be coming in. Somebody who, I don't know, this person might be providing you with a lot of choices maybe. Confusion, though, is the Seven of Cups as well. Illusion as well. Seven of Cups energy showing here. Ace of Blades, clarity. There's confusion here, but then there's clarity. Mental clarity. Seven of Cups is confusion, but then mental clarity with the Ace of Swords. I think there's a person coming in or a person around you this week. Seems to be some confusion, but then clarity. I think it's concerning this individual here with the Ace of Swords energy. Knight of Cups. Virgo. Knight of Cups could be a Pisces or a water sign individual showing up here. This also could be communicating with a new lover. Ace of Swords is communication. This is the new lover. I think it's going to come to a standstill then. I think some of you guys have been communicating with a new lover. It might come to a standstill. I don't quite know what's going on there. Lots of court cards in readings don't really say anything. There's a person around you here. Seven of Cups can be pleasure. Or it can be confusion with the Seven of Cups energy showing up here. It's almost like this person's causing some confusion though. Can you see how she's got the wand in front of the Seven of Cups? It's almost like she's generating it. She's conducting it. So I get the impression there's somebody around you who may be causing a lot of confusion, potentially. Some of you person, I think, creating as well. Wands create. So this person might be creating a lot of confusion with the Seven of Cups. Get the impression maybe some of you guys have been communicating with a Knight of Cups, a new lover, but I don't think it's going to go very far because you've got the Death card. What's going on in love though? This could be love as well. Three of Pentacles. For me, the Three of Coins is all about developing a relationship. Page of Swords. Some of you guys have been... You've either been having a chat, communicating about your relationship. Maybe there's developing a relationship. Could be with a younger air sign as well with the Page of Swords energy. Or you've probably been looking into developing a relationship with an individual showing here. Knight of Coins, but this is you guys again. Moving very slowly. You're being very cautious with that Knight of Coins energy. Four of Coins. I'm getting the impression that you're being very cautious. And you're being very kind of... The two cards together are indicating caution. Because the Four of Coins indicates somebody who's being detached and distant. So I get the impression that you guys are being very cautious and you're acting in a very detached way. Or you're being very detached with that Four of Coins energy. You're trying to protect yourself from getting hurt, I think. Or getting lied to. Because the Seven of Swords is a deceptive card within love. And this is about protecting oneself against this energy here. It's almost like your possessions getting stolen. So you're holding on to your possessions. You don't want to get stolen. But this is all about your values as well. You don't want your values to get stolen. So it's almost like you're protecting yourself from a liar or a cheat. I get the impression that you're looking into... This could either be dating. You might be looking into dating or developing a relationship. I think that you're looking into developing a relationship with this Three of Coins energy. I feel that you're being very cautious though, and you're protecting yourself from getting lied to with that Seven of Swords. You know, I feel that you're overly cautious concerning love, showing here. Okay. Page of Swords can also be online as well. So it might be some of you guys are actually going online with that Page of Swords energy. Three of Coins energy. Three of Coins means to look at, you're viewing. So you might be going online and you're viewing, you know, potential people with that Three of Coins energy showing here. But you're being very, very cautious and you're guarding yourself against getting ripped off from someone here. So I think this might be online dating for some of you Virgos. Very worried about kind of allowing someone into your life that's just going to take the piss. This might be where this comes in, where there's a person around you who's caused a lot of confusion. Again, communicating maybe with a new lover, another person, but it's going nowhere. So this might be something online. You're meeting people online, but they're very kind of vague and you don't know what's going on. You talk to them for a bit and then it fizzles out, that type of thing. What about work and finance? Well, Four of Wands is good. So this shows some success. More work to be done, but initial success. Four of Wands, good news as well. However, we do have the Five of Swords, defeat, and somebody who is taking advantage. Troublemaker is the Five of Coins showing up. It might be, I don't know, I mean, the Four of Wands can be usually that's your home. But also that's a move card as well. There's a protest. I think there's a protest against someone who's taking advantage in work. I think you might be protesting, Virgo, against somebody who's been taking advantage. Four of Wands, Four of Wands, Four of Wands. Sometimes this is moving department when it comes to work. Four of Wands energy. Four of Wands is also good news. Maybe you're receiving some good news. It's to do with a protest, or it's to do with some form of a case that you're levying against someone who's been causing trouble at work. Mediation is the Temperance energy, and trying to mediate and sort the problem out with Temperance energy. But then, the Ten of Cups energy here, so harmony, fulfillment. So there's the fulfillment of something of a harmony though here. I get the impression what's going on here, Virgo, is you've got a problem with someone, this Five of Swords individual. They're taking advantage and they're pretty nasty as well. They instill, this could be a really nasty boss or a really nasty colleague. It could be that this is within your community at work, for example. The Four of Wands is all about community. So it's almost like you've got a friendly community at work, but you've got one person around you who instills a lot of problems in that community. So they're kind of disrupting with the Five of Swords energy, the happy community that you have within the workplace. I feel that there has been a protest that has been levied. You guys, it's not just you, it's other people that have complained about this person. All right? And I feel that if you've done that, it could be for some of you guys this week. Healing, you're going to fulfill this. You're going to fulfill healing, or at least what you'll do is you'll fulfill some form of mediation. So it might be that this week is the week that you've, before you've got to, because I think you get on with people, Virgo, with that Four of Wands. You've got a really good, happy community in the workplace, but you've got someone with that Five of Swords that's disrupting that and threatening that. They're quite nasty, and you have protested. You and a group have protested against it. You really have protested against it. And I feel that it might be that with the Ten of Cups energy, you're going to have a successful mediation as well. Ten of Cups is success and this is mediation. So this week, it could be that you have a successful mediation in the situation. Something might end up successful. Something's coming out of it that's successful, but you're successfully mediating in the situation. Because I think there's somebody who needs to be brought to heel. It's either a boss or or a colleague or something like that. Let's have a quick look at your advice cards showing up then. So for love, where I feel that some of you guys have been looking online, Page of Swords is usually your online card. That's doing a lot of kind of looking on, dating sites, for example. Three of Coins as well. Three of Coins is looking at people, you're viewing people online. So you could be looking online for love. But some of you guys are very, very cautious about, liars and deceivers, and you're being very careful and you're protecting yourself against that. What is the advice you have for Virgo on this situation, please? Let go of, he's saying it, let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. You're being, overly kind of vigilant, aren't you? Because the Four of Coins is about vigilance. And the Knight of Coins is known for being really careful and cautious, and that's your sign. So that's you. You're being overly careful and cautious, extra vigilant against deceivers. But it's saying let go of control issues, because allow this situation just to unfold in the way that, you know, it might be that you say, I don't know how that, I've never used dating sites, so I don't know how they work, but I'm getting the impression that you write down, or you put down maybe some preliminary thing. You say, right, I'll go for this, I've got to have this, and I've got to have this, and I've got... So it's almost like you've got this idea, Virgo, of what constitutes an honest person. And in fact, anybody can be a liar. So it might be saying, well, look, you're trying to control the situation. If you're going to get hurt, you're going to get hurt. That's what the universe is trying to say. The more you try and control the situation, the more likely you're going to attract someone that's going to do it to you. Okay, so just chillax about the whole thing. In money and finance and career, as I mentioned, you've got a really good community that you work in, but you've got somebody who's disrupting that. They're really quite nasty, I think, and I think there's been a protest about it. I feel that you might have a successful mediation on the situation this week. What is the advice that you have for Virgo concerning this situation, or anything in terms of money and work? Clean energy food, which is, I don't know what that's about. When you fuel your body with a healthy organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and a higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. I'm not saying that you've attracted this relationship, but I think that if you're dealing with somebody who is, and actually the food bit is there, isn't it, as well, with the Temperance card. So maybe it's telling you here that you need to kind of eat healthy to feel good, you know, despite whatever you're going on here. Because it might be some of you guys are in a really good environment, but you have someone who's disrupting that, and you've been protesting. So it might be with the Temperance energy. Some of you guys, yeah, it'll be a successful negotiation or a successful mediation on this situation here. Some of you guys, it might be, well, if you've been feeling really down about this, maybe you need to start changing up your diet to feel better about it, or to cope with it a little bit better. And finally, let's have a quick look at what advice we can give you through these cards, the fortune telling cards. Universe, what advice do you have for Virgo? What advice do you have for Virgo for the forthcoming week? Show me in 3 cards. Dark man, you've got dealing, oopsie daisy. It says, Virgo, you've got dealings with, or relationship with, a man with dark complexion or hair. Weeping willow, there's some family sorrow, unfortunately. And what's this one here? But seek out information that will help you, okay? So there's dealings with a dark-haired man this week, or a relationship, dark complexion or hair. And there may be a little bit of family sadness. I'm not saying it's anything big. It's just saying it's a little bit of family sadness, sorrow. But it's saying with the vine, you can seek out information that will help you, all right? That is your reading. Is there anything good you can tell, Virgo? I just want to leave this reading making them sure that they're okay and they feel good. Because there's nothing bad there, okay, my darlings? Don't worry too much. It might just be something very, very minute. What's the? Can you tell us a couple of good things? Give me a couple of good advices for Virgo, please, in 2 cards. So we've got one here, don't know what that is, and one here. Right, wheel. So indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly, okay. Goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual goal. So I think it's saying that some of you guys, you've been on this never-ending wheel, and you've been allowing your life to ramble aimlessly, but it's saying that there could be an increase in material wealth or spiritual growth as a result of this situation. All right, so that's good news, isn't it? All right, love you guys loads. Have a great day. If you'd like a personal reading, you know how we do. Just go down to the comment section, click on the link to the website. I'm having a new website built, actually, and you'll be able to find lots of different things on there. It looks really good. My twin sister's, she's a HR, no, she's a project manager. She's absolutely like a G. She's amazing. She's just amazing. She's been building that for me, so you'll be able actually on that website on a weekly basis, guys, on a monthly basis. I don't do monthlies on here anymore, but you'll be able to get all your monthly, and there'll be love readings on the website. As soon as that new website's built, I'll let you know, and you can go there and you can get your monthly readings. You can go and check it out on, you know, on the website and stuff like that. It's going to be really good. But for the time being, it's the old website still up. So if you like a personal reading, just click on that on the comment section, or go to the end of the video. All right. Love you loads, love you loads. Love you loads, guys. Sorry I've been on this all day, and I've still got personal readings to take care of tonight. Yeah. Love you. Take care, Virgo. Bye-bye.